This video is the final part of a series of videos where I create a complete pitch deck presentation template in PowerPoint. In this video, we're going to create the testimonial slide and the thank you slide. Then finally, we're going to add our transition. Let's move on to the next slide. So just go ahead and create a new slide. Let's start with the shape. So go over to shapes and we're going to use a parallelogram. And I'm just going to insert that. Let me increase the height of this shape so it covers the entirety of our slide, and the width is going to be 38.5. And I'm just going to go over to rotate and flip vertical. And I'm going to move it till it's here. Change the fill to black and the outline, remove the outline. Let me just, okay. Now for this handle here, just keep moving it and keep your eyes on the ruler on top. We're going to move it till this point is on 5. So if you can just keep your eyes here, you see that this point should be around the 5 mark. Now let's trim this excess. Go over to either home or insert, whichever one. Go to shapes, and I'm just going to insert a rectangle, and I'm going to have that here. Now select the parallelogram and then the rectangle. Go over to merge options under shape format and subtract. Let's insert a text next. So go over to insert text box, and this is going to be testimonials. I'm going to select the text box, change the color to white, and this is going to be Aptos display size is 44. Let me increase the width of this, and I'm just going to maybe move it a bit to the right here. Let's have it right around here. Let's insert another shape. So in the home tab, just go to shapes, and we're going to use a rounded corner rectangle. I'm just going to insert that. Change the fill to white and outline, remove the outline. Let's go to dimensions and let's go to shape format, and now let's change the dimensions. Height is going to be 14.4 and width is going to be 10. Now I'm just going to move it around here. I'm going to maybe increase this a little bit. Okay, let's go over to shape effects, go to shadow and use this one, center. Let's come over to the effects option under shape format, and under shadow change the transparency to 70% and reduce the size to 101%. Let's insert another shape, this time a circle. So go over to home or insert, shapes, and I'm going to choose an ellipse, and I'm just going to insert that. Don't worry about the fill, but just remove the outline, and let's change the dimensions to 5.45 by 5.45 like this, and I'm just going to move this here. Next, let's insert some text. So go over to insert, I'm going to use text, and I'm going to just type John Doe. Let's select this text box. I'm going to make it wider since I want to use it for not just this one, but for the other customers as well. So we have longer names, and I'm going to change the size of this text to 20, make the text bold, and change the alignment to center. Let me bring this up a bit. Next is another text box, so hold Ctrl and Shift, and I'm going to create a copy of this. Reduce the size of this one to 18 and remove the bold. Let's go over to our text, and this is in the testimonial section I'm going to select and copy this text and select all of this and then paste. Let me increase the width of this so I will have our text on just 5 lines. Okay, so now that we have this, I'm just going to select all of these elements. I'm having issues selecting. I'm going to select all of this, go over to shape format, align center, and I'm going to just right click and then group. I'm going to just move this a little bit to the side to create more space for our other cards, and I'm going to use control and shift to create another copy while keeping it aligned, and I'm going to create a third copy like this. This is going to be Jane Williams, and this one is going to be Stephen David. Now let's insert some images for our customers. So go over to insert, go to pictures, and we're going to select stock images, and I'll just give this a moment. So let's search for man. I'm going to use this image and this one, and then woman. I'm just going to use this one, and I can just insert those images, give this a moment so it to download. Now we have all these images. I can just let me reduce all their heights because I already know those ellipses are for 5.45. I'm just going to change all their heights to 5.45. I'm going to use this here, use this one here, and use this one here. So there are two ways we can do it. You can either use the intersect option, or you could just use the image as a fill. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this first image and then select this ellipse, come over to fill, and I'm going to select picture or texture fill, and then I'm going to use clipboard. But this time our image is distorted. It happens sometimes. So what I'm going to do is use the second option, which is going to be just using the intercept option. So I'm going to ungroup, and then I'm going to bring this image over the ellipse. Maybe I'll just make it larger so that, you know, let's not worry so much about it. Use the edges and then select both the image and the ellipse. So how I did that is just go outside the frame and then select whatever is there. As long as everything is covered, it's going to select it. If it's covered partially, you notice that it didn't select this larger rectangle because it didn't cover it all. You didn't cover it completely. So go to shape format, and then we're going to use intersect like this. Let's do the same for this one. I'm just going to select this, and then I'm going to ungroup. Then I'm going to grab this image and place it over this ellipse, and then from the top here select this two, go over to shape format and then intersect, select this image and go to picture format, select crop, and I'm going to reduce this a little bit, and then I'm holding shift. I'm going to bring the focus back on her face like this. Now let's do the same for this one. Ungroup, and I'm going to select this and then select this two, go over to shape format, intersect. I'm just going to leave it like this. It's good enough. Well, anyway, that's what it's going to look like. You can just go ahead and regroup all of this. So I'm just going to group, same with this one, right click, group, and then finally do the same for this one. We're just going to group it. And yeah, that's it for the testimonial section. We can just go ahead, or when I feel like everything is kind of a little bit to the top, so I'll just move everything down. Okay, let's see what it looks like in the slideshow view. Yeah, this is it. We are done with the testimonial slide. The final slide is going to be the thank you slide. That one is going to be very straightforward and there's nothing much to do. We're just going to go back to the first slide, select it, and then we're going to duplicate slide, then bring it all the way to the bottom here. I'm going to select the text box and change the size of the text to 60, and we are going to change this to thank you. And that's it for the final slide. The final detail for this particular presentation template is going to be the transitions. So I'm just going to go over to transitions, and we're going to use this one, which is push, and it's going to go from top to bottom. I'm just going to increase the duration to 0.2, and that's it. So what we're going to do is apply to all, and let's take a moment to see what our slide should look like in presentation. So I'm just going to go over to home. Oh, not home. I'm just going to start from beginning, or you could use F5, and this is what our presentation looks like. I'm using my arrow key to just go through our slides. So yeah, that's it for this particular presentation. If you want to change the details, or you want to change things around, you can try different colors or different schemes. Maybe change the shapes. If you don't want rounded corner shapes, you want to just use rectangles with sharp edges, you can go ahead and do that. But anyway, we are done with this particular tutorial. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.